Hey guys, how's it going? Good morning, good afternoon, hello, wherever you are in the world right now. So today, I want to talk about how Chinese philosophy can relate to you, the language learner. Stick around and find out. Chinese philosophy, the way I understand it, and someone can probably correct me if I make any mistakes in the description, there are two main schools of thought when it comes to Chinese philosophy, and the first is Taoism, which is that you need to go with the flow, you need to go with your natural tendencies, and you need to make things as easy as possible for yourself and just go with what you naturally enjoy. And just the act of going with your natural tendencies, you can get the best out of yourself because you're not forcing yourself into do anything. And the opposite end of the spectrum is Confucianism. Now, Confucianism is the direct opposite of Taoism, and it was all about on structure, rigidity, rules, and being really strict with yourself to force yourself and to concentrate and to get the best outcome possible by forcing you to stick to a certain scheme or regimen or whatever it is. Now, I don't think there's quite as simple as one is better than the other. If I had to pick one, I'd definitely pick Taoism because that's in line with what I believe in. But in general, I think you need aspects of both of these things. So if you look at Taoism, and if you look at back in my last video, it was talking about intrinsic and extrinsic motivation. So if the intrinsic motivation is high and you enjoy doing these things, then it's going to be so much easier and you're going to keep it up and you're going to put in so much more time. And by following what you enjoy and going with your natural tendencies, you're going to be a lot more inclined to stick with the process, enjoy the process, and put in enough time it is that you need to get serious results. For example, with me, I really like Hong Kong TV dramas, so I spend all my spare time watching them instead of English TV, or I fascinated by Chinese characters, so I started learning them, or I enjoy reading fiction books, so for a period of a few months I just spent 2 hours a day reading stories that I enjoyed and I liked, and I made serious progress in those months because I was doing it every day. I was putting in a lot of time and I was enjoying what I was doing, and it does help when the act of what you enjoy, i.e. reading, is so beneficial for language learning. But on the other end of the spectrum, I didn't just do it ad hoc. It wasn't just kind of, oh, I'm just going to read now, I'm going to read now, I'm going to read that. On the contrary, I had a lot of structure when I was going through it. So as is in line with Confucianism, you want to have rules, structures, you want to force yourself to do things, and you want to have structures. So how I relate this to me as a learner is every month I set a big goal and I go off to try and achieve that. So for example, last month was to read the second book, Men Can't Be Poor. This month is to go through my non-fiction articles that I had written on applied linguistics and history and learn as much as I can from those. So that's the first thing. I use rigid goals that I set every month to motivate me to do a certain thing. And the second thing is I study at the same time every day. So every morning before work for about 45 minutes and every day after work for about 45 minutes I do the same thing every day, depending on what the goal is. And that structure means you have a concentrated sit down time, and it happens every day, and it becomes routine, and routine knocks on and gives you serious results over the long term. So that's how I think those two relate to language learning. And the reason why I say you need to use both is because I think you need the structure and you need the goals and you need to be having that sit down focus time, which I do, and that's something I'm a big advocate for. But the second thing is you need to be doing what you enjoy. So even though I'm setting goals and I'm doing the same thing every day over a period of a month, say, and it's regular and it's rigid, but what I'm doing in those time is in line with my natural tendencies, and I'm doing what I enjoy and what I like doing to try and bring the best results. So that's a bit of an off topic today, but about how Chinese philosophy, Taoism and Confucianism can relate to you as the language learner. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, it really helps me out. And if you have any questions, leave me a comment or whatever in the description and I will get back to you as soon as I can. And there's my dog, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.